and
Hello,
very nice
everyone.
to be here. My name's Elijah Whaley, and I'm originally from the US, from the Midwest. I came to China about 4 years ago and solidified my career as a content marketer. I currently maintain dual careers, actually as a CMO of a startup and the co-founder of Millennium Food, the KOL brand.
Hello, anyone. I come from South China, have Cantonese, have the Hong Kongese. I do modeling really young and writing the book, and finally chose my job is professional makeup artist. I work to Vogue, GQ, Bazaar, and some movie commercial every day, every month. Until I met my love of my life, Elijah, and we just start our blog life until right now, a year and a half.
So we're going to walk you guys through kind of how we built a KOL brand, how we work with brands, and hopefully give you guys some really good insight into how you can work with brands and also really understand the power of providing value to people before you ask for something. But before that, looking at the room, I don't think any of you have watched one of our makeup tutorials. So we're going to give you a little bit of a preview.
Mouth to mouth, we chop down the pop and drop the drop, count down the hop. You see, we see, you must have the key, so eat your popsicle. Beep, beep, pow the wow and take half the cow, you-hoo. Yeah, hey, play the game, May, and talk to me, Dutch of the county after your magical.
So I first met Maggie at a swing dancing class in Beijing. And I had an opportunity to walk her home one night. And after talking with her, I kind of had a head over heels, fall in love, complete moment. And Maggie, you had your own kind of experience.
I even don't remember your face, I'm sorry.
Well, eventually I got her to remember my face.
It took a long time.
It took a long time. And we started dating. And since then, we launched our KOL brand. We've produced over 30 makeup tutorials. We've done dozens of live streaming. We've taken thousands of pictures. And we've worked with brands like H&M and Nike and Makeup Forever and so on. And we've also worked with a lot of small brands. Why be a KOL? One of the first things I asked Maggie after we started dating was, what is your career goal?
Since I'm a little kid, I really want to create the brand designed for Chinese, special for some unique girl. More fun, more interesting, and not only like a one standard beauty. So I tell my goal to Elijah, and he invites me to do my blogger right now.
At the time, I was a content marketing director for an ad agency, and we were working with KOLs on Weibo, and I saw the power that a KOL could bring to a brand and how it could actually make its own brand. And I was also reading a book called Content Inc. by Joe Pulizzi, where he talks about before you ever produce a product, you should be building an audience that tells you what product that they want. And so I saw this as, hey, if we're going to make a makeup brand, let's have people tell us what they want. And let's build a media channel that will know exactly how much we can sell and the impact that we can have. So we started producing videos in our home. It was very humble beginnings. And talk a little bit about how we differentiated our content.
So the first time I built my video, I thinking everybody in online only have a couple minutes to watch a video and engage. So in that moment, really popular is GoPro. Everybody use GoPro and shooting like traveling, shooting anything, but no one use GoPro to shooting makeup tutorial. Say, why not? I just bought the GoPro and bought whole correction, Tom Ford, and then go to running 2 hours. After that, I made 1 minute video and tell everybody what they work. And after this, I do my second video is Dolce & Gabbana and swimming. And after the GoPro video, my fans just like, oh, what's that girl? She's so unique. And I do my first makeup tutorial is for design the for really basic, like 98% China girl, like a really basic yellow skin tone, and do like in that moment really, really popular, like really cold tone makeup tips, like how to make like a gray, green, blue on your face look magic, look beautiful. And also I put in the video have a 3 lipstick. So you mean like you learn you watching a couple minutes of one video, but you learn something and no one teach you, and come from the professional makeup artist. Also you can use a lot of product, not only like a one standard makeup style. So after this, my followers think, oh, she's so different to the other follower, the other blogger, and I want to follow her. And they ask me a ton of questions until right now.
So what's important is identifying that niche, is that, hey, we're not going to be the white-skinned China girl beauty style. We're going to do a Western makeup, and really identifying and finding an audience that wanted something that wasn't available to them. I'm going to walk you through some of the platforms. We chose Weibo. Luckily, we chose Weibo as our content hub, and talk a little bit about why we chose Weibo.
Because Weibo is everything. Weibo, you can do live streaming. Weibo, you can buy something, e-commerce. You can share video. Right now, they can make picture like a video. You can just have a good chat, and you can have a message, private message. Weibo can show anybody like what different side to you. Like really like me, it's like for I can writing an article, I can writing writer. They was like, oh, you understand, you can writing something special. Also, I can do video. Also, every week I have one day share my weekend song to my fans. They really love to listen what my introduce the song is. So Weibo can do a lot of things, not the other platform. The other platform only do one thing. So.
And it also has advertising tools, and it's a very high level awareness creating social platform and open. And we didn't really focus on WeChat for a long time because of how many clicks it took to get to a video. And it's literally 5 clicks to get to a video. And if you know anything about drop-off rates, that wasn't gonna work for us. Right now, we have started to do WeChat, but we only populate private accounts. So we actually manage multiple phones to be able to post right into moments. Video has been really challenging in China because, as in the West, YouTube is the big consolidated video platform that is SEO optimized. It's also the 2nd largest search engine. It is custom homepages built upon the content that you've seen previously. There's nothing like that in China. The number of platforms are really wide, and they're not hooked in with search engines. Their internal search is pretty bad, and they also don't do custom home pages. You actually have to be placed on the homepage. They're curated by an admin. We talked a little bit about the live streaming. We only do that when we work with brands, and because of how it fits into our brand. We do have some foreign social with Instagram and Snapchat, which is really fun, repurposing some of that and working with PR. We have a website that we use just for brand relations. But I really want to jump into, because I don't have a lot of time, here are some of the brands that we've worked with, the big ones, and there's a lot more small ones. The best way to work with a KOL is gifts. Send them something, especially someone like a makeup artist where she needs to present and give something new all the time. If you send this girl a new lipstick, it will make it into some piece of content. It will be seen by tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and it's gonna cost you that price of that lipstick. You're not gonna have anything featured, you're not gonna get it in data back, but it's very high level awareness. Pay-per sale, we've done this a little bit. It's very challenging, mainly because of how most brands sell, and working on a percentage, but it's the best way to show ROI when you're working with a KOL. Pay per click, we're not really too much into this. We've done it a little bit, but I think it really works well with micro KOLs, anything sub 50,000 followers. It's a way of driving traffic. Flat rate is probably 99% of what we do is flat rate, and it is the most straightforward way to work with a KOL. And I talked a little bit about those exclusivity agreements. We're not in that place yet, but I would really like to be there. I think this is the best way for a brand to actually leverage a KOL long term. And I have people back in the ad agencies back in the States, and we're already seeing see that type of behavior with brands and KOLs working together. So we're going to jump into some case studies. We had our first chance to work and kind of exercise our e-commerce ability, and that was through a Daigo, a girl that would sell foreign products directly through a WeChat and a Weibo account. She came to us and said, hey, are you willing to sell a list of items and drive traffic directly to these accounts? And we said, yeah, and she said, I'll pay you a 20% commission on all of that. And this was a year ago, it was 6 months into doing the work that we did, and in 7 days we sold $25,000 worth of goods. We were paid 20% on that, and that was a really cool opportunity for us. We can't do this with a lot of brands because they won't give us sales exclusivity. They don't have a very simple path to selling something, and so it's very rare for us to do this. However, if you can figure out a way of doing it, it can have a lot of impact. A very clever brand that we worked with is actually Yes, and they have a live streaming to e-commerce app. And what they did was they worked with a bunch of KOLs, having them promote the app and giving them a live show to broadcast where they would be selling things. And this was, for Maggie, we went to a mall, and she got to select one of the stores in the mall, and they had a digital store where she got to select her jewelry and such on there. She walked around the store and did about an hour of live streaming. For some reason, her digital store wasn't filled with very much product, and so she was able to sell out of the $5,000 in 30 minutes or something, and it was a really good reaction from the girls. They actually commented on, hey, I felt like I was shopping and I was with Millennium, and it wasn't a sales typical experience that maybe you would have on the old school shopping networks kind of thing. It was actually very interactive and people talking together. What was really cool about what they did was she had 20,000 viewers. We have no idea how many downloads it generated. I'm gonna say it's 25%. If it was 25%, the fee was $800, divided by the 5,000 is 16 cents a download. And if you know anything about app downloads, that's really, really cheap. And I think that our main goal was user acquisition and retention. Working with the brand, I'm trying to think. Maybelline. Actually, I think we're missing a chance to work with Maybelline right now, live streaming. What they did was they came out with a new beauty product and around Halloween, and they had a lot of different KOLs create Halloween-themed makeup tutorials, and they did a really good job of using hashtags, being able to track the traffic that generated, and also using an O2O strategy where girls who were using this product offline were able to do a before and after and track with hashtags, and it was incorporated into the whole campaign. Later that month, or within the next month, we went down to Shanghai to be a part of the Maybelline show, which is a very, very clever thing that Maybelline is doing, and that is creating high-value content for audiences using KOLs to kind of siphon off some of their followers, saying, hey, we're making really interesting content too. And I think they broadcast across 5 platforms. It's considered one of the largest live streaming shows right now, and it generates about 3 million views per episode or per session of live streaming. But really, everything we do comes back to our girls. And I think what's so special about what we do is really Maggie's dream for them.
So my goal is for my girl is because I'm a makeup artist a long time. I taught a lot of person in China. Yes, cosmetic and makeup is growing fast, double and double. But a lot of girls, they don't have their own beauty standard. They scare people judgment then. They scare even a lot of girls share to me oh, I have a really yellow skin, so I got bullying in school, and the people just say a lot of mean things to me. What my goal is, I want to create really a design for them, they can be more confident to create their own beauty. Yes, I'm a foreigner makeup style, but every girl asks me any question, I will answer them and then tell them you can do that, and I can teach you. I can show you the picture, and I tell you that I give a lot of message. And they got a lot of support after we running 1 year, and they grow up fast. And the girl before they don't know what is Tom Ford is, but right now there is Tom Ford VIP. They bought a lot of product. So I think this my goal is to create more beauty and teach a lot of Chinese girls how to own their own beauty and more confident.
And that's really the power and the really cool part about being a KOL and creating KOL content is actually really, really caring and having the mission of making girls feel really beautiful and interacting with them. And Maggie has an extremely high level of interaction with her fans, and they really love and support her. And that is something that I think a lot of brands can learn from.
Thank you.